moment is now. Are you ready? Ready to own the land, air, and seas?
Hi, I'm Rami and I'm playing against Mr. G, Armis creator. I know this game is going to be hard, so I wait till Mr. G finishes setup. And now I accept it. I choose the red color, so I'm going to the red corner. For first move, I'm going to move my vice president. And wait for Mr. G move. I don't actually have a plan now. It's too early to think about a plan. I have to know how Mr. G is playing. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. This is my last move was the vice president. Now it's Mr. G move. Here we're talking through the chat box. Let's see what's Mr. G first move. Mr. G think I'm very fast. Now he moves his submarine using his mover. Think he's trying to control all the sea here. Actually, playing the game against a real player on the arena is very funny, and it actually make the brains work faster. I do the same move. I move my submarine to the coastal waters. Now it's Mr. G move. Here is our moves. This button show your last move. He moves his jet next to the army. I move my jet. Now actually I think moving the jet to the sea corner is not very good plan, so I'm controlling the south port using my vice president. He moved his vice president. The game is getting faster now, so I have now to move my army. I'm planning to control the north and south port because Mr. G actually use those two places. I retreat using my vice president, so I'm trying to trap any move on here. I move my child. Now I think the nuke can be a big problem. He moves his submarine to the sea here. Now he moves his mover. I think he's trying to push his aircraft carrier. I move my mover too. I'm going to push my coast guard. He puts his aircraft carrier to the coastal water. He have two pieces in water now. I only have the submarine here. I move my submarine to the coastal water after he moved his aircraft carrier to the deep waters. Now actually imagine playing against the game creator, it's not going to be easy. I have to think about every single move, because losing a wrong move, or you lose a turn in making a wrong move, can be a very bad idea. He moved his child. I think he's trying to control to capture my nuke. So this child can be a threat to my nuke, and I'm ready to sacrifice my diplomat and my religion, but not my nuke. Here is the last move. He pushed his child, and I pushed my coast guard into the coastal waters. I have to remember you again that I'm playing against the game creator, so the game will be in extremely hard mode. I think Mr. G, as I said, he's trying to capture my nuke. He moved his child next to my army and my vice president. Mr. G is trying to figure out if I'm going to capture this child or I'm going to sacrifice my nuke. But actually I think sacrificing my religion and diplomat really worth it. I'm going to capture this child. I just have to think about the move. I use an army or the vice president. So I use the army and capture his child. I lost actually my religion and my diplomat. Now it's Mr. G move. To remember that a human brain is not actually like the artificial intelligence. It's more hard to know what he's thinking for. This is the last move button. It shows opponent last move. I captured the child. I lost my diplomat and my religion, and I'm waiting now for Mr. G move. I move my coast guard to the Polder Valley. When playing against a human on the arena, on the armis.com site, you can set the timer on or off. In this game we set the timer off. He moves his helicopter on his aircraft carrier. I move my submarine next to my coast guard, next to the Polder Valley. I think Mr. G is going to try to use the helicopter to capture more pieces, and for this I'm going to let him do. He moves his aircraft carrier near my aircraft. I moved my media. I'm trying to block the way next to the reserve. Nine minutes now, 36 seconds. He moves his jet on here next to his mover, his helicopter, excuse me, not his mover. Now I move my mover to the to this grid here. I'm going to try to put my aircraft carrier on the coastal waters, if I can reach it. If you see here on the near the expanse there is Mr. G army, and it can be a very dangerous piece, so I have to keep that in mind. And he capture my coastal guard on the Polder Valley using his helicopter. Now I can capture the helicopter using my vice president or my helicopter. I prefer to use my helicopter. Here is the last move. I captured his. Now the button of score shows you what pieces you lost. He lost a child in a helicopter. I lost my coast guard, my religion, and my diplomat. Now I'm moving the child. I'm going to try to capture the nuke of Mr. G. I don't know if he's going to capture my child, and as well he's going to lose his diplomat and religion. Exactly, he captured my child. Now as you can see, it's nuke free. I capture the army using my jet. For sure I'm going to lose this jet. As Mr. G said on the chat box, if you can read it here, nukes runs free. We both lost our diplomat and our child, so no one of us can capture the nuke. It's a nuke free game. I think I have to use this point to try to win this game. As you can see here, the nukes are safe. No one can capture the nukes now. I move my army, my marines, excuse me, to the seaside. If you see here, we both lost all pieces that can capture the nuke. He's moving his marines near his aircraft carrier. I move my president next to my marines. As I said, he's attacking on the expanse, and I'm going to attack on the other side, on the seaside. He moves his mover. I move my nuke. I'm going to try to protect the nuke until it reach Mr. G flag. I think it's going to be difficult, but let's try it. So Mr. G is moving his jet. I keep pushing using my nuke. I don't know if Mr. G has figured out if I'm going to use the nuke or not yet. My nuke have enough protection for now, but my flag is protected with only one marines. Let's see what's going to be. Mr. G moves. last move was I move my nuke, he move his jet, and as I said, I'm going to push to the seaside. It's a little risky. He moved his coast guard near to the Polder Valley. As I said, it's a little risky because my flag is only protected with only one Marines, so I can't use the helicopter now to capture the Marines, but I'm going to retreat using my media to try to block the way in case of Mr. G attacked on the expense. As you see, the last move was Coast Guard near the Polder Valley, and the media to try to do a little wall on the flag, try to protect the flag. Always remember to keep the balance between offense and defense. Have always to protect your flag from being captured, and always to think about capturing enemy flag. The last move button is very useful. As you see, you can see what are the last moves of opponent. Well, he captured my submarine using his Coast Guard. As you see here, now it's my turn to move. I can't capture the submarine because the Coast Guard, Mr. G, because it's on coastal waters. So I'm going to just move my Marines next to the aircraft carrier to try to block the way of the opponent Marines coming near to the expanse. As you see here, I moved my Marines next to the aircraft carrier. I think Mr. G is wondering about this move. And he captured my Marines using his Marines. Now I understand why he said what. Actually, I did a very wrong move. I miscalculated the grids that Marines can move. Now I have to fall back using my president to try to cover my flag. Now I'm really in a very bad situation. I have to cover my flag and my reserve. So I think it's time to think about the defense. He moves his aircraft carrier. Now I have to decide offense or defense. I have to have some defense here. I fall back using my vice president. Now as you see, defenses are not very bad on next to the reserve. He moved his jet into his aircraft carrier. It can be a very dangerous move. I have to think before I move. I did a very big wrong move here about the Marines. going to put the president here. It's going to be a kind of trap. If he capture the vice president, my president's going to capture back his Marines, but I don't think Mr. G is going to do it. Exactly, he's keeping the pressure. He moves his president. Now I move my president next to the Marines. Same thing. If he capture the vice president, my president still can capture him. And even if the Mr. G president capture the media, my president will be in a very good position to capture back his president. So I think here it's a blocked way. Mr. G have to retreat using his Marines. Exactly, he retreat using his Marines. Now I think I'm going to keep my president in I'm going to move my keep my president in the same position, because it's very protective move here. Even if the president capture the media, the vice president is going to capture it. Now it's time to the offense. I'm going to keep my attacks near the seaside, sea corner. Here is the score. I lost the Marines. He lost an army. I have to move my. He moved his vice president to support the president. Now, as you see, I keep pushing to the expense. Don't know what Mr. G is planning to do, but he have two military pieces on the expense. As you see here, he's attacking on the expense. I'm attacking on the sea corner. I think Mr. G figured out that I'm trying to attack using the nuke. I have 22 minutes 13 seconds. He retreat using his Marines to block the way. I keep pushing using my nuke. The nuke, I think the nuke is the only chance for me to win now, because actually Mr. G surrounded me on the expanse. So it's time to use the nuke wisely. No one of us have child or the diplomat, so the nukes can move free. Moving his jet. I'm rushing to the sea corners. I'm still rushing. He captured my army using his jet. I know it. I know that the jet is very dangerous. I keep moving. I keep pushing using my nuke. Now my army is my Marines, excuse me, is blocking the way. He used his jet with friendly move. Now I fall back using my Marines to open the way for my nuke. But you have to remember that blocking the way of the nuke will not be a good idea. He moves his media to try to block the way. I keep moving my nuke. Even moving the media here can't block the nukes way. I still can move my nuke. Waiting for Mr. G moves. I will not detonate or activate the nuke now. It's too early. He moving his mover. I keep moving using the nuke. I'm almost there. I'm almost next to the now I have to move right here so the mover can't push me back. Now the mover can do absolutely nothing to my nuke, but it's still early. I will not activate the nuke now. I want to capture the reserve using this nuke. If you see here, Mr. G have 2 Marines in a very bad situation. He moves his flag. I think Mr. G figured out what I'm going to do with the nuke. It's time to move my nuke. Here, as you see, he moved his flag. Move my nuke right here. He's trying to block the way using his own nuke, or trying to detonate it, but Mr. G can detonate it now because he's very close to the to his own reserve. I fall back using my nuke. He keep moving his flag, but it's too late now. I can move my nuke right here. Now, as you see, Mr. G can't detonate his nuke, but I can detonate mine, and the flag is still on the zone. I win. Thank you for watching this video, and visit armis.com.
Armis is why you rule the sky.